you shouldn't even go into that kind of a relationship because you end up in premium tears. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Reetahh and this is Tea Spill with Reetahh, where I talk about health, lifestyle and Christianity. So click on that subscribe button and join the family. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning in once again. Welcome back to another episode of my series. And if you've not watched the previous episodes, do go check them out. Pause this video and go and check out the previous videos. So today we're going to talk about toxic and abusive relationships, how you can identify them and what to do when you find out that you are in a toxic relationship, because some of you are actually in toxic relationships and do not know it. So I'm here to just shed some light. Now grab your popcorns, grab it, sit down, relax and enjoy this video. The first is gaslighting. Gaslighting is when someone is doing something, you know that thing is doing is wrong. You approach the person, I don't like this, and the person is now making you seem like you're being irrational, like you're overreacting, like there's nothing wrong with what he just did or what she just did, and that you're just making a big deal out of nothing. If your partner is doing something and is either denying it or twisting the story to like give it a new meaning, now that is gaslighting, and that is a sign of a toxic relationship, and you shouldn't be putting up with that. The next one would be saying hurtful things. And there's some relationships that, you know, people are playful and all that. Someone calls on all day, someone calls this one goat, cow, sheep, ram, and all those and all that. Maybe the person said it as a joke, but you find it hurtful. It might even go beyond calling names. The person just keeps on making fun of your appearances or making fun of you, or saying hurtful things about your intelligence. The list goes on and on. Those things are actually hurting you. Those things are actually making you feel less than the person you are. Those things are gradually bringing down your self-esteem. So that is a sign of an abusive relationship. Next is jealousy. And some people might say, oh, if my partner is not jealous, it means that the person doesn't care about me or something like that. Jealousy might have its good sides and bad sides. When it becomes too much, then that is a problem. And some partners are jealous to the point where they become controlling. They want to control where you are, who you're with, what you're doing. They don't want to even hear the sound of any person of the opposite sex near you. They want to know what you're up to every second. The person can even manipulate it to the point where you have to cut off your friends. The person is like, you know what, cut off this person from your life, cut off this person from your life. You shouldn't have anyone you talk to except me. Delete everybody's numbers from your phone. Like, those kind of behaviors are very controlling, and if you see any signs of that in your relationship, my dear, please run. Another example of an abusive relationship or a toxic relationship is when the person has an unhealthy relationship with his family. Maybe in their family they are women beaters or men beaters, or they always use abusive words. You shouldn't even go into that kind of a relationship because you end up in premium tears. My sister, my brother, you end up in premium tears. So if you see that this person is having a kind of faulty relationship with his family, that can also be transferred to the relationship. If somebody is beating up his or her parent or sibling, there is a high chance that that person will also lay their hands on you as well. If that person is always known to be aggressive with words, insulting the family members, that person is also likely to do the same thing to you. Consider this kind of person that partner is, and the kind of relationship he has with the family. If it's a relationship built on respect, built on the foundation of Christ, built on love and kindness, and definitely you would also experience the same thing. The next one would be criticism. Someone who is always criticizing your everything. Now there's constructive criticism where the person is only trying to make you better, but there are some that the person is just all about putting you down and making you feel like you're not doing your best. So if your partner is always talking negative things or majority of the things that the person says is always negative, always criticizing rather than encouraging, rather than supporting, then that person is toxic. Yeah, because someone you're with should be encouraging you to pursue your dreams, pursue your goals, and to be a better version of yourself. The last one is a manipulative person, and the people that they're just in a relationship for their own personal gain. They are with you to get something from you, and once they get that thing from you, that's the end of it. I read a story on Instagram where there was this couple where the lady was doing well for herself, but the guy wasn't really doing well, and she was always supporting him, helping him financially and otherwise, and even to the point where she wanted to leave the country, but he was like, oh no, let me leave the country first and I'll go and work, and then you can come and join me. And then she found reason in what he said, and he left the country. And when he left, that is how things just changed. Someone that used to, act like he loved her, all of a sudden started becoming distant, started, bringing up faults about her that, from nowhere and all that. And then that was how the relationship ended. So basically he got what he wanted from the relationship and he decided to leave. That's an example of a manipulative person, because you're only with someone just for your own gain. Another example could be someone that maybe is a chronic cheater, and then one day you find out that the person is cheating, and the person now starts crying and apologizing. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done this, I made a very, very big mistake. Starts begging and pleading and everything, and you think that this person has changed, and once you take the person back, it's back to square one. So that person is also a very manipulative person. So you keep on going around in this cycle of, oh, you break up, you come back, you break up, you come back, you break up, you come back, and it's definitely going to be draining on your mental health, on your emotions and everything. So if you're noticing any of these signs in your partner, then you are in a toxic relationship. And what you can do in this situation is, first of all, you need to approach that person, speak to the person, tell the person your concerns, what you've observed, and that you don't like that particular thing that you've observed. And if this person still doesn't seem to change, then all you have to do is leave. Go and get therapy, because that kind of mental drain and emotional drain, you need therapy. You need to speak to someone so you don't carry that same baggage into the next relationship. You might feel like no one else is going to love you, but trust me, you are worth more than you think. If you think this way, then you need to actually leave relationships for now, work on yourself, and once you get yourself back on track, then you can prayerfully try to go in for another relationship. I would always advise that you go for someone in the same faith as you. As a Christian, I believe in marrying a Christian, because once a man or a woman fears God, there are things that person will not do. If anybody that claims to be a Christian is displaying any of these characteristics or any of these signs that I've mentioned of an abusive relationship, that person is not a Christian. So don't say, I went to go and date a Christian and he did me dirty. That person does not have a fear of God. All in all, make sure that you prayerfully seek your life partner, and I pray God will help you to find the one for you. So we've come to the end of this video. If you liked it, please click on the like button, subscribe, share, and also drop a comment in the comment section of other signs of toxic relationships or abusive relationships, and I will do well to interact.